So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. There's the whistle, and here we go. Well, now here is a young man who really does seem to have the whole world at his feet. Lamine Yamal, a player of barely matched potential and indeed of barely matched expectation.
And the inevitable comparisons that go along with that, Peter.
And are those comparisons justified?
Well, from what I've seen of him so far, very much so. There's pace and great technique, but the most outstanding quality about him is his maturity, especially when it comes to making the right decisions. That's what sets him apart, for me anyway.
Oh, cracking ball. And Messi! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders. And here's Hullet. Oh, he's Hullet! Marvellous goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
Unstoppable. Just how do they contain him?
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Now there's a decent chance! Well taken goal. 2-0 and in next to no time. Pressure? What pressure? He feels none of it.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
So that's 2 now without reply.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Now it's Neymar. Neymar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Shot a goal! A real chance and a real let-off.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Saliba. Messi proves too strong. So what can they make of this? Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Rijkaard is the team's great visionary. And it's Messi. Aims beyond the defence. Torres gets into a good position. Kukçu gets across and deals with it. Oh, they can break here. Now it's Yamal, and it's made its way to him. Yamal has it out wide and in space. Oh, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
And Torres! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And here's Hullet. Kukçu. Pacho. Irwin. Messi. Conte.
This is the time you need that pace.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. And it's Messi. Looking tidy in possession here. It's loose now and they... And a chance! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Fernando Torres. That has ended up in no man's land. And this is Torres.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Neymar. Quality ball. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Well, that looks a decent ball. That's the keeper's ball. Rui Costa. Now it's Yamal. Good read, needed to be.
Se agregará un minuto al tiempo reglamentario.
Nicely weighted ball. And here's Nunez. Tries a shot! It's a goal! And that is what they came to see. What they demanded to see. His first. So a temporary halt to the action. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly.
Se está realizando un cambio.
So we're underway for the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, this is a chance, surely! They want to be quick to recover this. Denied by an instinctive save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
And a header! Not a bad try by any means. Short changes him with that pass. Now it's Messi. And this is Torres. He's having a pop! Oh, that was no routine save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Corner number 2 then. Bullet! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Bullet clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Oh, played right into his path. Messi. Rijkaard. Tries to play it through. That's been cut out, well played. Kukçu. And here's Messi. Pass somewhat off target. That is good alertness. And there's his chance to lead the counter. And he's worked it through. Well, that's pretty clear, it is a foul. Oh, no messing about, it is red. The player's body language here is a bit grim, it is not looking great at all. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men.
Well, you either commit a foul and take one for the team, or just stand by and concede a potential goal. It's not a great choice, Peter, but I think I do the former in that position.
This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range. An opportunity then to pull clear here. Messi! So, third corner of the game. And now a sudden chance to counter. The ball has bounced loose now. Raul wins the duel this time. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card. Thuram, always on the lookout for any signs of danger. Neymar. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Messi. Now it's Messi. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Nice control. Nunez's cross. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Nunez. Neymar. And it's Gullit. And here's Nunez. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Van Bouten is there and he can get that clear. Gullit given the lift of his goal. Chance here to counter. He's picked his way through. The defence opting here for strength in numbers. Conte. Darwin. Kupchu. And Hakimi. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Thuram. Raul. And this is Messi. Looking to... Messi! And it's hit the woodwork and out!
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Shot could be on. Messi! And that could have brought them level.
Messi clearly knows that he let himself down there. He'd like another pop at that one, but that's not how it works.
Se va a realizar un cambio.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting. Vinicius Junior coming on here as broadly expected.
Well, it's going to make for a frantic end, Peter. Let's hope he's got enough time to make the impact he wants.
And here's Gullit.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
And the shot! Oh, good finish. Right back in it. Almost no time remaining. Game still on.
Número 5.
Simplicity itself.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
It's turning into quite... Messi!
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Raul. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. He's a sharp little ball here. Neymar. Can he get it through? That's a shade optimistic.
Se van a
The
jugar 4
final
minutos de
seconds now.
compensación.
Maldini calmly anticipates. Raul. He's in a great position here. Vinicius Junior. Van Bouten can clear it away. That has not gone well. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. And it's been hooked away. And that signals the end. A good watch, a really good watch. Both sides toiling to try and outthink, outsmart each other. But it wasn't to be, and they're all square. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim? Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Well, we're on the way.
Well, Peter, there's goalkeepers, and there are great goalkeepers, and then there's Oliver Kahn. He's in a league of his own.
Well, he is a goalkeeping icon, isn't he? The man famously known as King Khan by some. He's belligerent, he's brazen, but he's utterly brilliant.
And never in a mood to accept failure. There's that body language he's always talking about. No wonder he instills both respect and fear in opponents.
He's on it, can he get away? Aimed at the far side. That's a decent clearance.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Rijkaard. Yamal. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Tries one from range!
And he was there to get a vital touch. I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And the referee has brought play back and shown him a yellow card. And we have our very first corner. Yamal getting this one clear. Now there's a fine ball. Oh, some astute defending there. Serginho did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Batistuta, shot at goal!
What a cracking save from the keeper. That may turn out to be a pivotal moment.
Now that's well seen too. Messi is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Now it's Batistuta. Engages and forces him off the ball. Irwin.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
He's picked his way through. Chance to deliver. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. And it's Messi. Irwin cuts it out. Rui Costa could move up a gear here. Messi has it in a wide position. Great chance! And he should have made them pay.
Oh, it's very good running that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement. Al Nassr really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure. They don't mind being on the back foot.
But with something up their sleeve.
Yeah, they clearly feel they can hit hard on the counter-attack thanks to their pacey options.
Yamal, very much a man of this moment. Guardiola running with the ball. Oh, what has happened here? Caught offside that time. Kukçu. Rui Costa. That's good running with the ball. Not where it came from. Looking for options for movement. Serginho, he's rising! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Rijkaard is always looking to break lines. Messi knocks it out wide, and he's quick to return it. Yamal, now it's Darwin. Nicely weighted ball. Now it's Darwin. Now, who's going to be first to this? That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Schneider. And it's Serginho. That's a good run down the left. Has to go back here. Al Nassr have got it back and they'll have another go. Irwin producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Can he latch on to this? Yamal, brilliantly cut out. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Schneider! Superb goal!
Surprise, surprise. Look who turns up to give his side the ultimate lift before the break. Now we can look forward to a whole different game in this second half. Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got to tone it up now, and the other has to tone it down.
Serginho is one whose deliveries we all know about. And they've switched it over to the other side.
Good switch, that.
Added time.
Good work on the right flank here. Yamal. And it's Messi. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. So a temporary halt to the action. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
It's been a pretty tepid display. They'll want to use this break wisely to regroup and come out with some fresh initiatives. This is all still very salvageable, maybe even winnable.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest.
Hello attendees, this is a lost children's announcement. Would the father of a boy in a blue hat kindly make his way to the information center? Substitution on the field, number 13, Maldini.
So right back into the action.
19, Yamal.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Number 15, Baresi. Number 27,
Quality ball.
Ryan. Number 9,
Space for him to turn and look. He's shifting through the gears. He leaps for it. And a neat finish. And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. Terrific header. He met that with aplomb.
Oh, it's a fantastic assist as well, Peter. Delivered at pace, the diversion, that's all that was needed.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, it's a great time for them to keep the momentum going. I don't see any need to change the approach. Keep at it with the same intensity, and soon enough, they'll get another break.
Schneider! Oh, that was wicked, a truly wicked effort.
Oh, it looked like he tried to give it some extra whip.
Rui Costa. Pacho.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
Albert Ferrer. It's a pretty loose pass. And a chance! It's a goal! And that takes him up to double figures. The first significant goal-scoring landmark. And that is a genuine ground-eat-me-up moment.
Well, you've got to give him credit for pressing so quickly there.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play, because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now.
Substitution on the field, number 10.
Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned.
Well, he knew what he was taking on there, Peter, and special delivery from the ref.
Nice-looking ball. And that's an excellent interception.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
And that's clear-cut. It's a free kick. Totti, can he get it through? Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
Corner number 2 then. Oh, he's been caught napping. And can he finish? And a terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Corner number 3 coming up. Irwin plays it short. Cuts it back. Shapes to shoot! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Well, it's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter. Right here, right now, it's not looking favourable. They're chasing the ball and the game.
Schneider. Yamal. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And that has left him in a heap. And it's Totti. Diaz. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Can he get on the end of this? Shoots! And that could have brought them level.
Oh, what a chance. It looked to me like he just changed his mind at the last second there.
Substitutions taking place.
Al Nassr choosing to make the first change. Rijkaard to Guardiola. Pressing high and with purpose. And it's Zanetti. He's a sharp little ball here. He's found space here. And the shot! And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside.
Al Nassr surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Guardiola. Time is running out here.
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to.
The cross. Totti. That pass has been well intercepted. Yamal. Kukçu does really well to win the ball there. Shifted it to the flank.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Zanetti. Vinicius Junior. Zanetti has the space to scheme. Cleared away.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
O'Reilly getting forward. Oh, it's Batistuta.
There will be
O'Reilly.
5 minutes added time.
Oh, that's fabulous. Crosses it in here.
Oh, how that cross missed everyone is an absolute mystery to me. It warranted a finishing touch.
Vinicius Junior. 5 minutes to add. That is good strength. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. And it's O'Reilly. Whistle's gone, and they've got themselves a free kick.
Well, you either commit a foul and take one for the team, or just stand by and concede a potential goal. It's not a great choice, Peter, but I think I do the former in that position.
So, what can they come up with here? So, a genuine chance to increase the lead. And here's Yamal. So that's it. It is all over. Well, this was a game they could so easily have won on another day, but alas, that wasn't to be, and they go down by the odd goal. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So it's down to business here.
There's Lamine Yamal, Peter, the latest Spanish superstar. I'd like to see him get a lot of freedom on that right wing.
And is that his best position?
I'd say so, Peter. With him being left-footed, he can cut inside, but he's such an all-round threat. He has that blistering pace that he can use to beat the best defenders, and it's very difficult to stop him once he starts linking up with others, once he's made that inside run.
Yamal providing an outlet on that flank. He has found the way through. Shapes to shoot! It looks as though the ref has given a penalty. He has. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. This to make it 1-0. Oh, he's missed!
I never really looked comfortable over that. I had a feeling this might happen.
Now it's Yamal. Oh, he refuses to take the bait. And it's Van Nistelrooy. Yamal. Rijkaard. Rui Costa. And it's Rijkaard. That is a great pick out. It's Neymar! Neymar! One of a type! He's brilliant! That is a gem! An absolute gem! And wow, he has given that a right old hit.
That is simply tremendous. I mean, how easy would it have been to get across it or overhit it? Perfection.
Barcelona are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Little doubt, that is a foul. Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Looking to play him in. Rijkaard is always looking to break lines. Now, can they get him away? Very nicely done. He's got plenty of space out wide here. And here's Neymar. Barcelona do have a chance to counter here. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball.
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it. And I bet you the keeper's very relieved. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Now it's Neymar, and here's Rui Costa. Van Dijk does well to get it back. Van Dijk did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And the pass is intercepted. Yamal, that's been slipped through. Zanetti made a surge from fullback, as it turned out unsuccessfully. So just the one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Not the most convincing of passes. Can he get it through? Passing is crisp and sharp. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Well, that's been cut out. Well played. And he's managed to get free. The referee's awarded a free kick. And that's going to be a booking.
Yeah, we guessed that this scenario could take place because he's up against pace.
And it's Timber. Yamal cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
Bastoni proves too strong. Zanetti looking for options for movement.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Oh, nicely intercepted. Kukçu. Now it's Yamal. Dani Olmo. Yamal. Messi. Just past the 40th minute mark. Now it's Rui Costa. Real chance! It's a goal! That is how you do it! A goal to launch his new life, his new chapter. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Neymar! Oh, that was wicked, a truly wicked effort.
Well, that was certainly bold, Peter. He's never short on confidence.
He cuts out the supply. And it's Kukçu. Dani Olmo. Azar. And the whistle goes for half-time.
Well, the second goal certainly came as a welcome surprise, Peter. So late and so potentially destructive.
That certainly seems to be the case.
Well, both half-time team talks will undergo change now. One will be solid, the other needs to be pretty inspiring.
Well, who could have predicted a scoreline like this after just 45 minutes? The sides separated by 2.
Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.